So what I want to do today is give you a good understanding of what to expect on a driver's road test and give you some tips on how to pass the test. And the test is basically a series of turns, some rights and some lefts, and then two maneuvers, a broken U-turn and parking, parallel parking. So for the right turn, where we'll start, the basic idea for the right turn is that you're going to have your car over to the right side of the lane that you're on, and you're going to make sure you make the turn into the right lane of the street that you're going onto. Pretty much no guesswork in a right turn. It's always the same from right to right at all times. Right lane to right lane. The left turn is a lot trickier, and the left turn is the one that may get you on that road test. And the reason for the left turn being trickier is because you've got some decisions to make on the left. Do I make the turn into this lane or that lane? That will be determined whether or not that's a one-way or a two-way street. So your ability to recognize that will be crucial on your road test. What are some of the ways you can tell? A one-way street typically will have a sign on either corner. If you see a sign, it's usually a one-way. It'll have an arrow on it. Therefore, the rule of thumb on the turns being closest available lane, if you see the one-way sign, the turn has to go into the left lane. If the street doesn't have a sign and it has a line down the middle, you can tell by the color of the line whether or not it's a one-way or a two-way. A white line would indicate one-way street. Again, you'll make your turn onto the left side. A yellow line indicates a two-way street, which means that you've got to make the turn out to the right side of the street. The most difficult one will be the street that doesn't have the line on it. The way you can tell on a street like that, look for the direction of the parked cars. If they're parked in opposite directions, that's going to indicate a two-way street. Remember your rule of thumb, you choose the closest available lane and you're going to swing out to the right. This is the turn that typically tricks people the most on the road test. Your two maneuvers are a parking and a broken U-turn. Broken U-turn, real simple, you just pull over against the curb on the right, put your indicator on. The whole idea is to take your car from the right side here, bring it across to the other side. Then you're going to back up. And then you're going to go back the same way you came on that roadway, okay? My tip for this is when you're doing the backing part, you don't want to back up all the way to the other curb, because usually when you do that, you come out on the wrong side of the street. The other maneuver is the parallel parking. Don't worry so much about it. You get a big space to park, and as long as you look back and go back slowly, it shouldn't be a problem for you. And that's it. That's your road test. Usually 6 turns, 3 rights, 3 lefts, a park, a broken U-turn, and it's over in about 10 minutes. Good luck.